What a lovely day here as we are underway for the first primetime regular season game of the International Helmetball League. I am everybody's favorite Willem DeFriend here in the booth with...
Hello, everybody. This is Patricia Bryersbrain. How are you doing, Willem?
Patricia, I am fantastic. How are you?
I am doing so good. I'm so glad to be here viewing this game with you today.
I'm so glad to have you here. This is going to be quite a game. It's already off to a strong start with the Manitowoc Minutemen making some good progress up the field, getting yet another first down.
Yet another first down. That was a great return, and they are already in the red zone.
They are indeed.
Seconds.
And let me tell you, Gloria Cocaine had a great run from that initial reception.
Excellent run. She is coming out of the gate this season with just some awesome stats and yardage on the board.
She had a very impressive preseason, and
Sure
I'm excited
did,
to see what she's able to do. Now, I will say, Perry Lawton there has almost thrown 2 interceptions in a row. I feel like maybe I have cursed them by saying that they were doing well.
He seems to get nervous in the red zone.
Yeah, I think you're very right. Now, what do you think it is that might make Lawton so nervous when he gets into the red zone?
The thing about the reason it's the red zone is because the players do all see red once they are in that zone. So I think it's the combination of the high stakes pressure and also the red clouding his vision as he gets into that zone of red.
I can understand that. The San Fran Wave Chasers do have that. Their jerseys could easily be kind of with the red. I feel they could blend into the green of the field and really make it harder for them to see when players are coming on the blitz.
I think so. I agree. But the Minutemen did get on the board with 3 points from a field goal.
They did, and then they kicked off to San Fran, and let's see what Quentin Searson and his team can do. We're 3rd and 8 already, so they're not doing too hot.
And the Manitowoc Minutemen just keeping them from that first down.
LaRon James dropped early, just shy of that first down.
Oh, we get the instant replay.
And I'll tell you what I'm always impressed with is LaRon James's ability to really spread out when he catches the ball. Mm-hmm. You can see he plans his landing and just goes. Speaking of just going, look at Gloria Cocaine again.
DeYokes is sitting there wondering what the heck happened there.
I feel like if things keep going the way they're going, and I know it's early, but I think Cocaine is making a strong showing for player of the game.
Strong running game. Let's see what her and Lawton can do now. Into Cocaine again.
And Cocaine dropped fairly early. We're 3rd and 5 now, so it's going to be we're looking at looking probably at going into the air here. Lawton with all sorts of time throws an interception.
Not even in the red zone.
Oh my goodness.
Lawton understandably disappointed on that one. Reminds me of his college career, He interception every other play, really. It's incredible that he got picked up by the Minutemen.
It was very surprising, especially considering he went in the first round of the draft.
Honestly, it makes a person wonder what kind of dark sorcery was involved in the draft. It's all done under lock and key behind closed doors and curtains.
There's a lot that gets thrown out as possibilities here, but I think that the great pick scandal of of that year was just, it was something else. But that was also 10 years ago.
True.
It's been quite some time, and who knows what dark sorcery has happened since then.
Right? Lawton hasn't seemed to age a day, honestly, frankly. And its beauty routine is honestly must be top notch.
Oh,
And the
Eli Finch here he is getting some great reception numbers today, both in terms of catching and also his cell phone is crystal clear.
Amazing. He's got that new service that they just came out with, the 18Gs.
Yes, 18G for all your wireless needs. Anything. It will make anything wireless. Oh, boy. That was an embarrassing run for LeBron James.
Hit.
2nd and 9 here in the red zone. Quentin Searson looking to put it away.
See red and yellow wall that he ran right into.
We've got a penalty on the field of holding the wrist. Let's see if it's going to be twice or maybe even 3 times. It was twice. Holding the wrist twice, so we're going to give that another whirl. But now we're 2nd and 19, and I think it's safe to say out of the red zone.
You really can't. You can't grab the wrists. The wrists are off limits.
Absolutely off limits.
Extremely fragile and extremely necessary for Helmetball.
3 years ago when they came up with the wrist sensors as part of the uniform so that everyone could tell if your wrist was being grabbed. That really increased the grabbing the wrist penalties that we saw.
It did.
But has also very much increased player safety.
Much less broken wrist. Before, every single player had a broken wrist by the end of the season. And after several years, they said, hey, that's enough. I can't play with my hands in casts like this. So drops were at an all-time high as well.
Yes, it's incredible some of the players that have stuck around for as long as they have with so much wrist injury going on.
The cool thing, though, that I've heard is that some of the players have gotten 18G on their wrist sensors. And they can, they call their mom in the middle of the field, say, hey, Ma, I'm playing Helmetball. And
that's incredible.
She's like, I know, I'm your coach.
It is surprising how many mothers serve as coaches here in the IHL.
But
not always head coaches, but sometimes. And let me tell you, Donta Dickey is the go-to receiver here. It seems this quarter.
They are just
for the Manitowoc Minutemen,
stomping their way down the field. Cocaine with a catch.
All right. They're in a little bit of a hurry up here. Oh!
Pressure in the pocket and another interception. It looks like it's going to be a pick 6.
That is absolutely a pick 6. Which, again, was also the number pick that Perry Lawton was picked in the first round. He was first round 6th pick overall. He was the pick 6 who throws a pick 6.
His life is incredibly plagued by his failures.
Aren't all of ours.
And Brooks just beefing it at the 20-yard line.
Absolutely beefing it. Now, here's what's going to be an interesting thing. I think we're going to see maybe a few big boy throws in this last minute of the first half as Manitowoc tries to get caught up.
I would say, Willem, you called that one. That was a big boy throw.
You gotta love a good big boy throw.
Brought to you by Big Boy Big Ice Creams. The biggest ice creams in the boy area.
The biggest ice creams in the boy area. Should that be the Bay Area? Do you think that's a typo in the ad copy we got?
It might be the typo. It might, but it does have a good ring to it, I think. Oh!
What a catch from Bryant.
Wow, Minutemen taking a timeout, trying to stop the clock here before halftime.
They've got 40 seconds.
Can Cocaine do it?
Cocaine runs out of bounds to stop that clock.
That's a great strategy.
Way to not blow it, Cocaine. I understand. I know. I can see it in your face. That was a bad pun.
It's one of those things where I think you hear it after you say it. And then
it's again, and I hate to sound like a broken record, but this is the problem that I have had after broadcasting with Jordash Jinko for so many years.
Mm-hmm.
Another big boy throw. Just incomplete, but Jordash Jinko and the constant puns is just it gets a little rough. And sometimes you find yourself making just terrible wordplay jokes and embarrassing yourself. And that's what I've done here, and I'm embarrassed. So should the Manitowoc Minutemen for not calling a timeout. There we go. Okay. I was gonna say, they've got 10 seconds left. We're expecting some. They're going for it, and they got the field goal.
Coming away with some points after some disappointing missed receptions.
Was that a point pun?
Yes.
Okay.
Now you're in good company. I am the spirit of Jordash Janko.
Please don't do that.
Alive and well, but did
do that.
Put an earpiece in my ear, and I do have to say whatever they require.
I was so excited to not be broadcasting with Gene, who I believe I will be broadcasting with next week. But that takes us to halftime, and we've got a word from our sponsors coming up right now. Thank you for that delicious word from our sponsors. And the kick is up for the second half to begin. And the San Fran Wave Chasers, leading 10-6, take the knee to start at the 20-yard line. Patricia, how was your halftime?
It was great. I walked down to the new Baskin Robbins that opened up down the road, and I got myself a Baskin. And it was good.
That sounds delightful.
It was. It sure was. How was your halftime, Willem?
I took a little power nap.
Good for you.
I feel very groggy.
I hear that I was talking to the coach, the mom coach of the Wave Crashers the other day, and they used to take power naps on their halftime too, and she said the same thing. Groggy on the field. A lot of drops, a lot of players falling back asleep on the field. And after several seasons, decided that wasn't effective anymore, and they started to do jumping jacks instead. And that's a big tackle.
That's a big hit right there.
Fueled by the jumping jacks. Nope. Not fueled by the jumping jacks. The catch fueled by jumping jacks. Do you see how high they jumped? In the air, off the ground. Jumping jacks.
Jumping jacks. We've got the ups.
James taking it away.
I've been very impressed, even though he's had a total of, I think, only 7 yards on 5 rushes. I've still been very impressed with LaRon James's performance today. And I also have to say I've been very impressed with the whole offensive line, as as much time as Searson gets every snap. He just gets to kind of sit and wait in the pocket until someone's open for him to throw to.
Yep. And a great push by James, but not
great
quite
push by
there.
LaRon James.
They're going to bring the chains out?
I would love to see if they bring the chains out.
And the crowd is excited.
The crowd is really getting into this, which is great.
The Minutemen only
I'm going to be very interested to see if this is going to be one of the games where the crowd decides to join in the fun. Oh, look at this. LaRon James. Free and clear. Oh!
So close. Is there a flag? No flag in the red zone.
Dropped at the 2-yard line.
2-yard line. That's so close to the end zone. Oh.
Let's see if they can push through.
And the Wave Chasers come away with the touchdown.
Congratulations, Clinton. And the San Fran Wave Chasers have a commanding 17-6 lead.
Oh, before 4 points. Easy gap to fill. Now, this is more points. Difficult.
This is more points.
Cocaine had decided to take the knee, and another
Oh my God.
interception. It is just Lawton showing off his college inefficiency and ineffectiveness.
If I was Mrs. Lawton, I would go ahead and bench Perry and get Chester Tyson in for the rest of this game because we've just seen too many picks. Bench, yeah.
And no apple juice.
Benched with no apple juice.
So there's a penalty. Too much dancing.
Too
what the
much
referee said.
dancing.
You can't do that anymore.
All right, let's see if they can do another quick turnaround. LaRon James
going the wrong way down the field.
Real bad.
Interesting strategy.
And that's going to be the third quarter. Over and done with. It's now time for the end game.
The end game. We're in the end game now, folks.
We're in the end game now, and the Wave Chasers are in the end zone.
Wow. Just, you know, if you're a Wave Chaser, you'll love to see it. If you're a Manitowoc Minuteman, you hate to see it. If you're neither, you just see it.
You know, I'm not partial to either of these teams myself.
Yeah.
And I am loving this game. San Fran Wave Chasers are really putting on a clinic, which is good because I think there's probably some treatment that the Manitowoc Minutemen are gonna need by the end of this.
Frankly, they usually, you get a most valuable player. I think it would be effective for the Minutemen to start assigning a most invaluable player.
And I think today's most invaluable player would be Perry Lawton.
It would be Lawton. The ageless quarterback.
The ageless quarterback who may have made a dark deal for eternal youth, but also lost a lot of talent in that deal.
Oh, and a completion to McKnight.
Wow.
Someone we haven't seen much on the field today.
We have not seen a lot of Corey McKnight on the field, but let me tell you, Corey McKnight, for all 6 years of his time here in the IHL, has been a thoroughly impressive player to me.
And that was almost another interception for Lawton.
Almost another interception.
Lawton standing completely still. Interesting strategy. Interesting. Dickey being completely tackled by everyone else. Another interesting strategy.
Another interesting strategy.
You wonder. It makes you wonder, doesn't it?
It does make you wonder a little bit.
Ooh, a nice
Lawton
completion.
going with a short, quick pass. I think that might be the best way to do it for Lawton. Make a quick, short pass before every single player that he could throw to has been covered by the D.
Exactly. Because when they're covered by the D, they're not ready to catch anything.
Exactly. I tell you, back in my days of playing, anytime I'd get covered by the D, I would be way too distracted to be able to play. And there's a penalty on the field. Let's see what it is. Oh, it is the hand jive.
Oh
And
my
let's see
God.
what happens. Oh, for the hand jive, the ball gets pushed. And we're now first and goal.
The crowd
Let's
is
see.
angry in San
The
Francisco.
crowd is not happy with that call.
Lawton.
Lawton throwing it to Cecil Simmons for a touchdown. Let's see what they can do. Will they go with a flubby kick to try and get the ball back and overcome this 11-point deficit?
Looks like the Wave. Oh, they did do the flubby kick.
They do a flubby kick.
Ineffective flubby kick.
An ineffective flubby kick. Now, what I think we're going to see is a lot of zone coverage from the Minutemen as they try to get any interceptions that they can here.
Yeah.
The trick is that the Wave Chasers are probably going to be sticking to that ground game that's been giving them some success.
Yes. So I think the Minutemen's really their only shot at to take the trophy, the winning Helmetball trophy you get at the end of every completed win game. Another penalty. More wrist grabbing, and the ref with some sensual hip sways. Their only chance, I think, is to sneak the ball real fast, and then if you run it all the way and you touch your end zone, and then you touch the other end zone, that gets you double the touchdown points. If you do it
that
all
would
at
be
once.
a very, very impressive
Yes.
turn of events.
That is.
Let me tell you, I think one of the ways that the Minutemen have really struggled today is that they just didn't score as many points as the San Fran Wave Chasers.
In that,
And it's
and therein
going to
lies
be real
the
hard to
crux.
win games. All right, we're at 4th and 17. Let's see if the Wave Chasers kick it away. They do. Let's see if they kick it way out of
Really
bounds
shanked
at
it.
the 25th. All right.
This is it for the Minutemen.
We see the Minutemen in way out formation here. Let's see what they can do.
Oh, and
Almost
broken
throwing up another interception. Lawton is having a banner day.
Lawton is just. I did hear he's been having trouble with the wrist sensors too. They keep sticking together, which is a challenge.
I can't say that I'm surprised. Also, this is his 10th season in the official IHL. He's been around for a very long time. I think he just recently hit his 65th birthday, so he's starting to get to that point where his game's not quite at the peak.
Exactly. And I'm not one to make excuses for the players, but I will say, according to the coach, a different coach, they have a lot of coaches in Helmetball. All those people on the sidelines you see, those are all coaches. So the one of the coaches that cornered me in the restaurant I was eating in did tell me that they were totally and completely practicing rolling the ball down the field. And it was disappointing to hear that because that's not a thing you can do in the Helmetball game. So while the Minutemen may be very efficient at rolling the ball with their hands, they are not efficient at throwing it into the air.
We got just now a penalty for a rock, paper, scissors game that was that broke out between the two lines, and turns out scissors won. So we'll that pushes the ball back a little bit.
Yep. Really risky move to initiate a rock, paper, scissors game when you're already down by this much, frankly, on the Minutemen.
But the thing is, if you can win it, then you get all of that momentum back on your side.
That's true.
So it's a big risk, but
Bryant.
it's one you got to be willing to take. Austin Rowe is decided to be today's player of the game, which is understandable.
Yes.
He had several of those picks.
Yes. Which is when you catch the ball when you're not supposed to, but we reward that.
That is correct. We've got 42 seconds left in this game.
I see that they're not going for the touchdown end zone to end zone strategy.
They're not, which I am a little surprised at. But I think that if they can hit the end zone here and do a quick dash back.
Oh, and Lawton.
That's not going to happen. With Lawton getting sacked and fumbling the ball.
Wow.
It looks like they were at least able to maintain possession of it.
Shocking.
We expect a good try for at least a first down here.
And another penalty. What was it this time? Oh.
Another rock, paper, scissors game. We see the ref indicates someone threw paper and someone threw rock. And so obviously paper's going to win here. And the Minutemen get pushed even further back.
See if Lawton can pull this one out.
A big boy throw, and McKnight brings it in! I feel like they're going to have to go for two here. And if they make it, do a flubby kick and try to at least get a field goal.
Yes. I think that's the only way to proceed forward here. And be able to hold your head high.
This has been an incredibly exciting game so far. I cannot believe. Oh!
Stomp.
That's going to be a bad job.
And another flubby kick right to Carter.
Another flubby kick picked up by Carter, and he maintains the ball. That's probably going to be the game.
It are the Wave Crashers.
I believe
kneeling.
It's time to start the proposals.
And he touches
Searson drops to a knee.
ground with his knee. First proposal.
This has been a fantastic, exciting game. Patricia, thank you so much for joining me in this beautiful
pleasure
match.
to be here. I've been Patricia Briers-Berain, and it has been a delight to see the San Francisco Wave Crashers come away with a win.
It has been an absolute delight, and we'll see you next time on the International Helmetball League.
Awesome.